Ready to go? Oh my Lord, well I know. Wednesday, 23rd of March 2016. But before we get going, I really would love to have more of you interacting with me on these vlogs. So leave a comment, say hello, whatever you feel. Back to this guy. Being that it is Wednesday, I'd like to continue with last Wednesday's theme of kind of like a throwback. Just realised all the gear's still in the van from Saturday. Oh dear. I forgot that the mount was still up here. Should I move it back? I'm gonna move it back. I didn't like how high it was. Is this? Is that okay? Today I would like to throw back to my first musical influences. What the hell is... When I started driving, that's when I bought my first CD. What I bought was Arctic Monkeys, whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not. The Kooks, Inside In, Inside Out, and 2 Damien Rice albums, 0 and 9. Arctic Monkeys and the Kooks were bands. When I started writing, I wasn't a band, or I didn't have the band mentality. I had the singer-songwriter mentality. So Damien Rice was the person who really spoke to me straight away. I had a guitar, I had a voice, I wanted to start writing songs. Damien Rice was the template, the blueprint for what I would do for probably the next year and a half, 2 years of writing songs. But I started growing increasingly bored of myself. I've always wanted to entertain people. Couldn't make that leap from singer-songwriter to what I wanted to be, and I couldn't figure that out. So John Mayer was the next person who came along, and that guy hit me like a ton of bricks. Live at oh, it frightened the shit out of me. I just need to get some diesel. First song I heard was Gravity live at Abbey Road, and in the description it says American singer-songwriter guitarist John Mayer, and I go, see, he's a singer-songwriter? He has like a 7-piece band. Holy shit, I can do that. I did get my dad's old Telecaster, and I started getting into blues, and I still call myself a singer-songwriter, but now I'm getting like into more like upbeat stuff and stuff that you might be able to entertain people with. You know, that's what I call my John Mayer era. I'm writing this John Mayer stuff, absorbing all the old blues men, BB, Freddie and Albert and Steve Ray Vaughan and Clapton and Hendrix, and I'm getting all this stuff, but I'm definitely not figuring out my voice in all of this. I'm just sort of like a John Mayer copy, just like I was probably a Damien Rice copy. I wasn't telling my story then, I was just really wanted to be John Mayer, if I'm perfectly honest. So I don't know when this happened. I started writing a song called Hey Now. It started off with this chant, hey, 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 and then it had this big huge chorus, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey. Massive. I had written a fucking stadium, fucking arena, festival anthem as far as I was concerned, and it was loud and it was fucking in your face. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I'm going to entertain people with just huge fucking tunes, and they're gonna kick you in the face and you're gonna fucking enjoy yourself. I started finding influence after I sort of changed, whereas before I was changing after finding influence, I changed myself. It's all about telling your story and doing it for you and not asking for permission from anyone else. If you can impress yourself, then the people who like the same stuff you like will latch on to your stuff. And the people who like the same stuff I like are the people who like my music. If you like this vlog, you will like my music, because it's just a musical version of me. That's how you pack a van. I'm gonna take it all out. All of Harvey's stuff has to go back into his car, so I have to unload it and then reload it. Oh. Okay, van unloaded. I have to clean out this van soon. And I also want to paint the van black, because I'm not sure if you've ever noticed, but I like the colour black. I'm painting this van black before summer, definitely. I think I remember what point I wanted to make by the end of this. I've obviously had many musical influences in the 9 years I've been actually writing and playing music, but I categorize my style and my sound into 3 very distinct categories. Damien Rice phase, John Mayer phase, and then there's the Wolff phase. And the reason I say Wolff phase and not any other artist is that I truly feel like I was able to latch onto something inside of me, dig that up and put that out into the world. Now, I'm not saying that this is the most unique music in the world. What it is exactly what I wanted to say without being influenced to say it by anyone else, if you get what I mean. But in finding Casey Neistat and in finding Gary Vaynerchuk, what they have done for me is verbalized what I had in my head at that time to allow me to express myself through them. And Damien Rice and John Mayer allowed me to express myself through their style at the time when I needed to express myself in that way. So the point I think I want to make, if I can get there, is that you have to start your journey. You have to begin and know that you're not going to get there tomorrow, but what you'll do is you will start. In starting my journey 9 years ago writing Damien Rice-esque, 5 years ago writing John Mayer-esque, songs and styling myself after them and styling my sound after them, it has allowed me to find myself. So if you're struggling to start something because you feel like it's unoriginal, or you feel like it's been done before, or you feel like people will call you out for copying someone, please just tell them in your head that they can go fuck themselves. Because if you don't start for you, you will never find your voice. So the reason I talk about this particular point today, yesterday I had the privilege of having a session I recorded for Fergal Darcy being aired on Today FM. A victory to be celebrated. Thank you very much, Ed, Fergal and Gavin Blake for having me on and making me sound cool. I played Freak Like Me, and I also played my version of Damien Rice's Volcano. I was listening to it going, this is just full circle. I started off trying to be Damien Rice, and now I've got to a point where I'm playing a Damien Rice song, but it sounds like me. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. You can get to a point where you're being influenced by people, but you don't have to be that person. To mark this point, I'm going to upload me playing Volcano this evening at 7:30 on this Facebook page. It will also be on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll also be on Facebook. Do you remember last week when I was talking about my first electric picnic experience? And I said, I will be back there this year. Yesterday, after my session was played on Today FM, Abner Brown, Mr. Dave Judge. Dave says, have you been booked for EP yet? EP standing for Electric Picnic. And I said, no, not yet. And he replied and said, well, you are now. Holy shit, talk about saying you're going to do something and having it happen. It's happened. I'll be playing on the Friday at Electric Picnic 2016 in Abner Brown's Oxjam tent. Wolff is going to kick the shit out of that stage. I want you to be there. I want you to share the word. If you're coming to Electric Picnic, you're going to be there on a Friday night. But I'm not going to stop there. That's one gig. That's Friday night. I want to play 3 gigs in Electric Picnic 2016. I'm going to make that happen. Thank you, Mr. Dave Judge. Huge supporter of Irish music. I'll see you at Electric Picnic, just like I told you. Today, 7:30 in the evening, Damien Rice, Volcano cover by Wolff, up on this Facebook page and on YouTube. Give it a look, give it a share, give it a like. Let me know what you think. Let's see if we can get Damien Rice to see it. This is James. James is the fiddle player in Corner Boy. Do you want to say hello to anyone?
Hi everyone.